Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. My apologies. A couple of minutes late. Man, running up against technical issues and landmines being left here. But here we are. A beautiful morning. Good morning to you. This is Coffee Talk. We do this about 7 days a week. Chat, see what's doing in the world of weather. I got to tell you, it's another hot one. It's another steamy forecast, and then we'll get some storms fired on up. Let's take you outside live, see what's doing on our Tower Cam network. That's New Smyrna Beach, and it's beautiful. Like, stunning. Just a beautiful morning. If you've got plans to be out and about, my friends, oh man, today's going to be a good day to get outside and to do all of the things. First warning, live Doppler radar. Let's dial that puppy up and see what's doing. Some rains west of the metro area. Let me lapse this for you, just kind of see where we're at. I've seen some flashes of lightning in there, kind of see it bubbling up around Williston, and even a couple of showers here around Rutland, out near the northern shoreline there of Lake Pennsauken. Temperatures out the door, upper 70s, lower 80s. Today, impact weather because, again, the feels like temperatures run in the triple digits. 95 degrees is our feels like, or is our actual high temperature. The feels like temperature getting all the way up to 105, 110. Taylor says, I've always said I like that color. Thank you, my dear. How are you? Oliver says, ding, coffee's ready. I drank all my coffee. I need to, here, roll with me. I need to roll over here and grab my protein shake. I put it on ice. Like, nobody said I'm smart. I've got the most convoluted system here. I put it on a in a Yeti with ice. That way, whenever I'm ready for it, I can just pull it out. It's a mess. But the ice melts and you just get a nice big chunk of ice. And then big protein sponsors me, right? So anyway, Jessica's asking for the drought monitor. Yes, I'll show it to you in just a second. Now I've got to dry this off from all the ice. All right. Because of the landmines, I didn't get a chance to get that pulled out first. Okay. Okay, hi everybody. All right, so we've got the forecast kind of set up. It's going to be a hot one. Let me just look at temp. We'll get to the feels like or the drought monitor. Don't worry, but let's just look at the temperatures first. Okay, so there you go for today. Very clear with high temperatures in the low to mid 90s, but the heat index numbers are really where you kind of get an idea of where things are headed. All right, let's show you Palm Coast, for example. Feels like temperatures getting up to about 106. Palm Bay along the shoreline feels like temperature to 108. Ocala feels like temperature a little low because of the west wind, about 105, 106. Melbourne feels like temperature 106. Yeah, this is dangerous stuff, right? And I said this on the air, but I really believe that people that work outside, certainly we've been concerned the last couple of days, but now my concern shifts to the weekend warriors, the folks that are like, oh man, I'm going to go mow the grass. I do it every Saturday. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Thing is, we typically find dew point temperatures in the low to mid 70s. It's humid. Now, we had a couple of days of straight miserable on the muggy meter. So there's that. So we've at least gotten down to steamy, but it's steamy outside. And at least little bit by little bit, if that's able to drop off, we'll be able to kind of get back to a decent spot. All right. So for now, that's where we're at. Dangerous heat, dangerous humidity. If you're getting into the backyard swimming pool, I think it's going to be a good day to do so. I plan on hopefully doing the very same thing. With those storms firing up this afternoon, if you're heading to the beaches, doing a little bit of boating, I think you're probably going to be looking great as well. Season surf running 1 to 2, 2 to 3 offshore. So we've got that going for us. All right. All right. Drought monitor. Let me pull that up real fast. Drought monitor for Central Florida. What a difference a couple of days makes. Y'all look at that. Oh man, abnormally dry for Brevard County. Some spots into a moderate drought, but that's it. I'll take that. Better than a sharp poke in the eye there, right? Hey, definitely got that much needed rain that we needed from Debbie. That's done and over with, so gotta love that. Gotta love that for sure. All right, how's everybody Saturday doing? How we doing? You tell I'm filling time because I'm updating a graphic right now. that I didn't get a chance to do before. Can you tell? How we doing though? Why are we are still abnormal in Melbourne? Yeah, that's just us. Yeah, that could just be your very nature. Wouldn't surprise me. I know some of y'all abnormal folks. That's okay. That's okay. Hot indeed. Oh, going to vote. Very good. Lauren says we had 2 inches of rain overnight in West Melbourne. It came out of nowhere. It's funny. I heard some rain last night. It really kind of scooted by me. I didn't get a chance to really see any of it, but there was some late night stuff that popped up. So yeah, I always love Florida weather. It's always keeping you guessing. All right, let's talk a little bit about the tropics, shall we? This is what I was updating. Tropical wave invest 98 out in the middle of nowhere, out in the middle of the open waters of the Atlantic. Definitely trying to show some little hints of organization, right? Hurricane Center now saying that there is a high 80% likelihood this develops, okay, over the next 7 days' time. Short term, that percentage has gone up from 20% at 2 a.m. to 30% now. So we're starting to see more and more indicators of tropical cyclogenesis for you nerds. All right, so there's that. All right. Now, I've seen some people freaking. I haven't seen much hype about this. Knock on wood, I doubt it, but knock on wood that will continue. But I'm sure that it will at some point. Now, in terms of where this goes, now that it's an invest, we've got the tropical models. There you go. Model data, fairly tight agreement with at least the next few days' time. Computer models are pretty well dialed into where it's going to go until it gets to the islands. Then the pattern does look to favor a recurvature. The question is exactly when that happens, right? If you look at the American GFS model, for example, the ensembles are always really, really good. So let's just stop this about midday tomorrow. All right. Not far from where it is. Some models you see, they kind of get left in the dust. Those ensemble members kind of kill it out. All right. Let's go to Monday. Approaching the Windward Islands Monday night, then approaching around Puerto Rico Tuesday night. In terms of intensity, there's no dial in to where we are with intensity. So we'll have to keep watching, right? Then into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, those ensemble members definitely spread out. I would say that the tightest pack is going to be like right in here, a recurvature just outside of the Bahamas. But because this is not really developed yet, we don't have anything set in stone at this point. So we still very much need to keep watching this, okay? All right. So that's where we're at with this. For now, we don't know. Chris says the last storm we were on the wet side. This one looks like we're on the other side. Yeah, this could put us, depending on exactly where it goes, this could put us into a dry stretch, which I know everybody's going to be good with. But just understand that nothing is set in stone yet. Okay. Anywhere that you see that kind of writes it off, look, I'm good with writing off a storm when we know what's going to happen. We just don't know yet, so we'll have to watch and see. All right. All right, so let's roll through the GFS model, and there you go. Right off the bat, GFS is putting a decent storm. What's that minimum central pressure? Hold on. 991. So you're talking, tropical storm hurricane around Puerto Rico, around that would be 2 a.m. Wednesday morning. Okay. If you've got friends or family there, do I think that this is going to be devastating? Hopefully not. But just let them know they've got storm that may be moving in by like early to mid next week. All right, so that's where we're at there. We just moved here from Illinois. Thank you for the no hype forecasts. James, welcome from Illinois, buddy. I say this all the time. It's easy to get it's easy to get trust. It's hard to earn it. Can I try that again? It's easier to earn trust than it is to keep it. And I will fight to keep it. I promise you that. And I thank you for giving me the trust. All right. From there, though, notice GFS puts it over the Dominican Republic and Haiti. Lot of terrain there. Pico Duarte, among others. Very high terrain. That should significantly disrupt the storm system. And then the GFS recurves it, which is fine by me. Fine by me. And then maybe a little piece of low pressure hanging out around the 21st, 22nd or something, but nothing major. All right, so that's the GFS. Let's take a look at this morning's European. There's the storm. European is weaker near Puerto Rico, more like a tropical depression / sloppy storm. Developing, ooh, really developing, and then recurving and staying away from us. Love that. Um, Canadian model, those polite buggers. Developing it early, recurving it, keeping it away from Puerto Rico and away from Bermuda. Works for me. The icon, since everybody asks about all the different models. Rolling through time. It's there. Around the north shore there of Puerto Rico and then kind of recurves. That's fine with me. All right, to the ensemble. Oh, the European AI model. No way it knows. All right. Just trying to make a funny there. Didn't come across. Okay. All right. Now to the ensemble members. If you're new to Coffee Talk, where are you? Panels. Here. This is what I'm trying to show. All right. So the ensembles are basically the GFS, just with a bunch of different versions. And you can see some of those are showing a storm system. So what I like to do is instead of looking individual member by individual member, I like laying them all on top of each other and just kind of getting a model spread, if you will. All right. So fairly tight agreement through here, right? Somewhere near the Antilles, somewhere near Puerto Rico or just outside. And then the GFS ensembles are basically Bahamas East. All right. So that's fine. There's a couple of members, maybe one or two members who want to take it out into the Gulf of Mexico. Blah, let's hope that doesn't work. Jessica on YouTube says the smaller the storm, the quicker the recurve, or is the bigger the storm? Weaker goes west is the thing. So if it stays weak longer, it will want to go more westward. If it gets really strong, hurricaning, it'll kick that Coriolis force, tap into the curvature of the earth, the spin in the atmosphere, and recurve. So that's where we're at there. So yeah. All right. And so most models are trying to bring it to a hurricane and recurve it, which that's fine. That's the GFS ensemble. Let's take a look at the European ensemble. Fine by me. Keep recurving. By Felicia. Actually, it'd be by Ernesto. All right, look at the Canadian ensemble. Just because it's there. I mean, it's recurving furthest of them all. Let's keep it that way. Please. I don't want to deal with another storm. The other one didn't hit us. I just don't want to deal with the coverage of it, right? I always laugh when people say, "You love that stuff." You sure? Like my voice is still suffering from waking up at midnight. So, don't love that. We saw that last storm was looking tracked to the east and shifted all over the place. Does that storm have the chance of doing that? I always love when everybody asks if this has a chance of doing this or if this has a chance of doing that. Yeah, it has a chance of doing everything. Everything is up in the air, right? It's a big, big ocean. Big ocean. There's a lot of things that could happen. So for now, we're going to watch, we're going to track, and that's about all we're going to do. It's too early to give any definitives, okay? Let's see here. Yo, Jeremy. Jeremy over on YouTube says, ready for the launches in Cocoa Beach. Yeah, man. Let's see.
I got it up for you.
You got it up? Oh, yeah. Love that. Is our Kennedy Space Center tower cam up on it?
Let's see.
Here, I'll pull. Otherwise, I have to get master control. Huh? Let's see. Where is that? But there it is. This is our Kennedy Space Center tower cam. Yeah, it's looking in that direction. So the ironic part is because of our tower cam's location being on the NBC Bureau at the Kennedy Space Center, when we want to look over to Slick 40, there's trees in the way. It's just not quite tall enough. So anyway, that's our view for Slick 40 and 41. Actually, I think we have a better shot of 41 than 40, but either way, yeah. All right. I knew this could be the South Florida part of the pattern, but currents hopefully have set up a bit different. Agreed. Yeah, I would for one not mind if it just minded its own dang business. All right. Supposed Rock Hudson. Yeah. I have no idea what you're saying, Yukon. What? What? Anyway, all right. So that's where we're at. Tracking the tropics. Thankfully, nothing that is threatening us for now. We'll have to watch the pattern and just see how that plays out, right? And we'll do that. We got you covered. All right. In the meantime, highs in the mid 90s. Plenty of storms around today and tomorrow. Rain chances coming down a little bit early week and then ticking back up by late in the week. All right. Questions, comments, concerns. Anything at all. Anything at all. Ernesto, hoping my beloved late father Ernest is watching over us as we travel in a week to Orlando to move your daughter into apartment use. Go Knights, Carmel. Yeah, listen, I'm sure Mr. Ernest is got your back. I'm sure of it. Yukon, I have no idea what I'm saying either. Hey, it's a Saturday and it's early, so you're excused. Okay, don't worry about it. How'd Meet the Teacher go? It was good. Alexander was terrified. Eric was shy. It was cute. It was good.
Is Alexander going into kindergarten now?
No, he's doing pre-K.
Okay.
So what's funny is it's the same building he's used to. It's just different teachers in a different room. So, it's change. Yeah. Oh, I guess I haven't shown Futurecast for idiot. Oh my god. This Yeti is just beat up. It's all like dinged up on the bottom. It's like the leaning tower of Yeti here on the desk. All right, let's see. Futurecast for today. How could I forget, Burris? Your weak sauce. All right, here's Futurecast. I'll bring a full screen for you, right? There you go. Looking at a couple of showers. First part of the day, out west, coming in off the Gulf and then sneaking on in. Afterward, watch how 2, 3 o'clock, wide scattering of showers and storms around town, right? 5, 6 o'clock, all meeting over along the East Coast and kind of hanging out. So for all my East Coast friends that have been begging for rain, guess what? Looks like you may get it. No problem there. All right, questions, comments, concerns? Taylor says, my middle kiddo at the new built elementary school, and they're changing so much. I'm excited to go back and be in the new school. Was nervous too with all the changes. Changes are always tough, right? They are. Let's see here. Oh, my babies are growing up, Anna. That's true. Jessica says, I threw you off asking to see the drought monitor. It's not you. I'm just not. Sometimes my brain just doesn't operate on all cylinders. Yeah. All right. Is the launch going up today? I hope so. They're not doing 2. They moved the second one to tomorrow. All right. All right. That's all I got, people. I'm going to go back to that building. I've got, so I'll show you and I'll key you into something. Okay. When I build weather graphics, we have different types of backgrounds. Okay. For example, hold on. Let me load up the 7-day forecast as you know it. Load. This is the standard background. It's got the clouds and our grid pattern, which is called the diagrid, diagonal grid. It's an ode to the Hearst Tower in New York City. All right, so that's your standard background. Then we've got these themed backgrounds, like the pool. That one I think is called Hot Sun, right? That one is Melbourne. So anyway, I'm building a bunch of them. I'm building a whole new library of themed backgrounds. I wonder why. So I'm in the bees. I just did Blizzard during the newscast. God, I have a lot of them to build. So I'm going to go back to doing that. I'm going to go back to building a whole new library of themed backgrounds. I wonder why he's doing that. All right, let me show you the 7-day forecast. See what's doing, my friends. And we've got ourselves showers and thunder showers. 60% coverage of rain. Drying it off just a little bit, looking ahead to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. All right. We looking good? We looking good? Sound good? All right. Thought it was an ode to Epcot. No, it's not an ode to Epcot. No. All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you all for hanging out for Coffee Talk. We'll do it again tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. In the meantime, go, shoo, enjoy, but take it easy today. All right? All right.